Linus Lundqvist is your 2024 NTT IndyCar Series Rookie of the Year, and to etch your name in the history books with that title, what does that mean to you?
I mean, it feels great. It's obviously not the title that you want to have. We want one. It's a title you can only win once, so very happy and proud to have done that. You know, very proud of the crew and the whole team for achieving that, and we got one more weekend here in Nashville to try to finish up strong.
Yeah, like you said, one more weekend. This is the last race. Looking ahead to 2025, are there any opportunities on the table?
There are some opportunities. We'll see. Focus on Nashville. I know that the American Legion Honda has been very fast on ovals lately, so trying to finish off with a good result and hope to see you in 25.
That is your 2024 Rookie of the Year, Linus Lundqvist. And Nolan Siegel has been released from the IndyCar medical unit. Nolan, first and foremost, that was a sizable hit. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Can you walk us through what happened?
Yeah, I was just getting up to speed, doing my first laps here, and it all felt really good, super solid, and then kind of out of nowhere, I guess, hit that bump in turn 3, and it's fun. So, came out of nowhere from my perspective, but, you know, big machine and Scott, Porchetta, everyone at the Big Machine Music City Grand Prix has done so much to make this an incredible event, and really hate to start it out this way, but I think we'll have a fast race car, and got the best people in the business working on it, and I think, you know, we'll be able to come back strong. So definitely not where I want it to be right now, but we still have a chance this weekend.
We're glad to see he's okay. Looking for a rebound the rest of the weekend. Felix Rosenqvist, you sit 9th on the board, turned 18 laps, but the 60 is not out here. So what happened?
Yeah, something happened there after our first, after we came in on the first time. The front right upright broke somehow. So luckily I caught it pretty early in the second run there, and I'm just happy I didn't try to push through it because it would have ended in the wall. So definitely can't have that happen. But yeah, we felt pretty good before that. We were, I mean, it was flat essentially. So it's going to be very tight in qualifying. I think it's going to be pretty big. You know, emphasis on the hybrid strategy, I think, on the qual run. So yeah, I just had to learn from our teammates and keep it flat. How
big of an adjustment is that going to be for you, going to get in the car after only turning 18 laps and trying to push it to its full potential?
It's not optimal, but I felt pretty good with it. I felt confident pretty early on my first run, and the track is only going to get better. And the big question mark is the red tires, which we don't have a chance to run now, which we actually didn't plan to run them anyway. So I feel like we're according to plan, but as I say, you just have to kind of look and listen and talk to all our teammates and see where we end up in quality.
We'll be learning from his teammates. That's Felix Rosenqvist. Thanks. Yeah, another driver out with 23 minutes left to go. You were having clutch issues at the beginning of this session. Is it more of the same?
Yeah, unfortunately we've had some sort of clutch issue. I'm not exactly what, but yeah, it passed all of our tests at the factory and here at the track. So whatever's happened, we're not quite sure. In any case, at least I got to do some laps around here. That's my first time here, so what I do, 14 laps including my out lap. It's good.
Well, you also were the first to put on the alternate tires. Did you get a good read on those?
Yes. I mean, they're not so different to the primaries, frankly, in my opinion. Then again, we weren't we weren't trying to break the world record. We're just trying to get some laps. It'll be interesting to see what we do this afternoon for quali, because there's the possibility that we could do all sorts of things on the car. I'm not going to tell you everything, but no, it's okay. I got some laps. I got a decent rhythm, so we can crack on from there.
Can you tell us one thing? There is a bump on this racetrack that a lot of drivers have been having trouble with. Has it been troubling you at all?
Yeah, we've actually come up with a name for it here on the pit wall. So we call that bump Lucinda, I believe. And that Lucinda has played a part in a few crashes today. We saw in Indy Next a lot of people crashed, and then of course Nolan crashed as well, so it's not the easiest of bumps to navigate, old Lucinda. But nevertheless, my car felt okay over it, so that's all I can ask for.
What do you guys think about that in the booth? Lucinda, the name for the bump. Thanks, Mark.
Yeah, we're assuming the minutes, Georgia. Everybody's trying to qual sims.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's the goal down here. And, Pato, I'd like to know, what do you feel like you got out of that session? Do you feel confident for qualifying?
Yeah, I think for qualifying, we're in a good place. It's bumpy out there. It's a fast track, and it looks like there's a lot of really strong cars. Palau, Dixon, Herda. So I think it's going to be a good mix in qualifying, and I think whoever manages to stay flat as most trim possible is going to take the pole. I would expect it to be over 200-mile-an-hour average.
Do you feel like you can go flat in qualifying?
You can definitely go flat. I think the thing to factor in is how much can you trim while still keeping it flat. So it'll be interesting. It'll be cool.
This was a big session to test out tires. What were the tire differences like for you?
The alternate definitely is quicker. There's quite a bit more you can get out of, especially in 3 and 4 with that bump that seems to be catching out a lot of cars, or just a lot of wiggles. So it can get gnarly pretty quick. So you have to stay on top of it.
Thanks, Pato. Qualifying up next.
And we will be flirting with 200 miles per hour there, less than 2/100ths of a second from getting there in this practice session. Here is how it finished up.
That's another thing we haven't talked about with the Stars and Stripes blowing strongly in the background is what does the wind do as the day moves on with mixed weather? That can absolutely throw a curveball for qualifying. But again, Rasmussen, Ferrucci, ECR and AJ Foyt Racing populating the top 10 there.
Connor Daly keeping up his strong runs on these short ovals there in 11th. Ahead of David Malukas, Alexander Rossi. Great run from Kiffin Simpson up there in 14th. One of the top rookies.
Doesn't look like Graham Rahal or Christian Lundgaard found anything before the session.